Well, good afternoon, folks. This is Phil. It's Wednesday, July 1st, and it is 6:24 p.m. in the afternoon. And this is the second day of the fast for me. I started the fast on Monday night at 9 o'clock. Now, I could kind of push it a little bit. I could kind of say 7 o'clock. But I'm going to say 9 o'clock because I ate a big meal at Hardee's on Monday on the way home because I felt bad. And I felt bad because of my own stupidity. On Saturday, I went to Charlestown and I gambled for a lot of hours on the slots and I lost some money. But man, it really took a bunch out of me. And Sunday, I just stayed inside. I got up on Monday, and pretty sure it was Monday that I did the 10 miles on the bike. Pretty sure it was. And I got up on Monday and I was feeling bad. And I got on the bike, I did my 10 miles, and I felt way better. I felt amazingly better. I couldn't believe how much better I felt. Let me see. Let me get that book. Hold on a second. Yeah, actually, it wasn't. I did not ride the bike on Monday. I rode the bike on Tuesday from 422 to 458. And boy, did it make me feel better. I was amazed. And the whole point of that was to get rid of the nausea from the weekend. I had a bunch of nausea. I don't know what the hell it's from. I think it's just exhausted, you know? So anyway, felt real good for a couple hours there. Went to work, and nothing spectacular happened as far as my boss and I worked together. We had a good day. I went through the first day, and the first day on a fast is usually not that big a deal. As long as you keep, I keep my Deer Park water with me. And I keep my home tea with me in a stainless steel. Let me get that. So I used to carry my home tea in this, in my work truck. And the problem with that is my work truck has no suspension. So if I go down to a place like Virginia Beach, where there's a lot of road construction, this shit goes everywhere. I mean, it just shoots straight up in the air. So I wound up getting this. I looked around, and this was at Walmart down here in Fredericksburg, and it's like $13.50, I think. It's stainless steel on the inside. It comes with this straw, and I put my tea in that. And ever since I've done that, I haven't had a problem. I've actually tipped this thing over, and it didn't spill. So that's very cool, So that's what I take my home tea with me all the time, every day, no matter what, even when I'm not fasting. I got this little cooler here. This little cooler fit. It can fit, if you want to squeeze it, it can fit 9 bottles of water in it. And you can see how these two frozen cooler things fit to the side here, like that. And they won't keep your water frozen, but they'll keep the heat out of it. You know what I mean? When it's as hot as it is today, if the water is 70 degrees or 60 degrees, it's still way better than being, 90. So this cooler is I love it. I use it all the time. Got a nice little handle here. This top sometimes will pop off, and you just pop it back on. This sticker right here on the top was actually, like you see the sticker here, it was back here. I took that sticker off back here and I put it here so I'd know what side the hinge was on. So I had to fight that. Because I put this in the truck and turn it around whichever I needed so I could just reach down and grab a water. And I finally got some of this down here in Fredericksburg. It was all sold out for about 2 weeks. I was like, well, damn, man, y'all can't be taking my Deer Park water. So I finally found some. And I bought 335 bottle packs of them. So we're good through the fast with that. So anyway, the first day went well on the fast, which it always does. I always knew it's going to be. And as I always said, I got to be careful about, when you're on a fast, you got to be careful about sugar. Because what I'm shooting for is a thing called autophagy. Autophagy is when your body starts thinking that it's starving to death, and it goes inside your body and it starts collecting. It'll collect stuff that makes blood clots. It'll collect stuff that makes plaque in your arteries. It'll collect stuff that makes plaques in your brains, and it'll disassemble it and it'll use that as food. It'll go into your joints where you have arthritis, like I have right here. I have a finger here that is starting to show rheumatoid arthritis on the knuckles. Always that one knuckle right there, But if I let that go, it'll keep going and keep going and keep going, and then my hands will be like this. I mean, if you ever seen online people with drastic rheumatoid arthritis, it's just heartbreaking. I don't ever want to get there. That's part of the reason why I'm fasting. Another part of the reason why I'm fasting is, I gotta say, the first day and a day and a half, my brain cleared out so nicely. My fog went away, and really, it's amazing how this works. My guts feel better. I got up this morning, which is the second day of the fast, and this is how this works. I had to bring up a calendar because I can't really explain it without showing you on a calendar, because I can't figure it out unless it's on a calendar myself. So 9 p.m. on Monday is when it started. So 9 p.m. to Tuesday 9 p.m. is 1 day. That's 2 days. That's 3 days. That's 4 days. And that's 5 days. Now, I don't know if I'm going to stop it at 4 days or if I'm going to go to 5 days. Because the longer you do this, the more your body repairs itself. I mean, and the good thing is that I got one more day to work tomorrow. And then I got this day, and this day off. But Satan, he is never happy. Satan is never happy. He's never happy. He's never happy when you try to do things to better yourself. He will always put a block in your way. Now, you can drink yourself to death, and he'll make sure you have the liquor to do it. You can drug yourself to death. He'll make sure you have friends who give you the drugs to do that. But if you try to make your life better, he'll put every damn thing he can in your way. And so tomorrow, I can't remember, it looked like 8 to me, but it might be 6. Huge work surfaces. They're like, I think they might be 7 feet by, I'll say 7 feet by 4 feet. And we've got to take these work surfaces, they're tables, they're tabletops, and we've got to exchange these tabletops, and then we've got to take the old tabletops, we've got to put them on the cart, and we've got to move them to another place. And tomorrow is going to be worse than today for the heat. And today was hot. I'm very blessed about that. I'm very blessed about heat. If I drink the water, if I drink the tea, if I don't cheat and use any sugar, sitting in a hot car relaxing is almost like being at a spa for me. It's very strange. Now, it doesn't stay that way. I can't sit in a car for 3 hours broiling, but if you let your brain adapt to the heat, it's passable as long as I have this. You definitely got to have water, and there comes a time where you go, okay, that's enough. We got to get in the air conditioner. That's enough. We got to go into the office where the air conditioning's at, or that's enough. We got to turn on the AC in the truck and sit down for a minute, especially when you're on a fast. So we'll see. I haven't had this in a while. This is the Celestial Seasonings chai tea right here. But my wife bought this. Like, what, 6 years ago. And it comes in little bags like that you throw in here. And this right here is some peppermint tea and some Earl Grey tea. Now, I would dearly love, I've got some honey in there that I would dearly love to put in these, but I'm not going to do that. I might tomorrow, before I go to work, I might make me a hot chocolate, because there's something about the chocolate and just the right amount of sugar in that man, oh man, it really brings you out of the dumps. But there again, here we go, messing with the fast. So I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway, we're in the first and the second day, and I got a real good, after I rode that bike, I got a blood pressure checker, with the cuff, little cheap old thing from Walmart, but it's been telling me that my blood pressure is high, and I've been taking aspirins, and I need to get away from salt. I love salt. I love salt on popcorn. I love salt on French fries. I love salt on potatoes. I love salt on everything, But after I did the 10 miles on the bike on the 30th, I think it was, 30th, yeah, which was Tuesday, came in here, did my blood pressure, and my right arm was 120 over 83, and it was 57, pulse was 57, and my left arm was 115 over 82, and my pulse was 58. And that's the best blood pressure I've got in probably 3 weeks. Now, if you think about it, it makes sense, because getting on that bike and riding it for 10 miles, when you sit sedentary, your blood vessels shrink. And they can take a set, I would guess. I guess they would take a set at the smaller shrinkage level. But when you get on, for example, the exercise bike like I did, and you pedal, and I didn't pedal like a lunatic. I just pedaled steady for 35 minutes or something like that. Your blood vessels open up. Well, when your blood vessels open up, the amount of pressure that it takes to push blood through that is lessened. So obviously that would be a good reason for why my blood pressure dropped. So, and the reason I'm concerned about that is not because of a doctor telling me anything about that, but it's because I have to take what's called a DOT physical every 2 years. And that DOT physical is my state, Virginia state authorization to drive a company vehicle. And you can have high blood pressure and they'll just note it, and then you have to come in once every year or whatever. But it's better off not to touch that. You know, I would prefer to not touch that. Now, the last time I got my physical, the nurse was outstanding. She cut me a break, and I might be coming close to having to get that physical again. So anyway, good reason to do the bike. Good reason I haven't done the workout. I had a late day at work the middle of last week and didn't do it for a couple of days. And I started doing it again, and then I just didn't get back to it. So I got to get back on that too. But we're doing okay. Let's see what this chai's like. See what it's not very strong, as you can tell. Man, it has a lot of body to it. Okay. And I already know what this tastes like because I drank this for a long time. I got this. Our company used to have these little packets you would stick in a coffee machine, and then you would push the door closed, and it would make, coffee or tea. Well, they had these tea bags in the little push packets. And I said, I'll try some peppermint, and I'll try some Earl Grey, because I wanted some tea, and I didn't want to sweeten the hell out of it, So I said, okay, I'll try it. And when I tried these two, it worked. It was really nice. This is Twinings Earl Grey tea, which any Earl Grey tea will work for you. And this is Great Value Peppermint tea. And this stuff, if you get like 3 of these and you put them in something like this, and you put really hot water in it, and then you put some honey in it, oh man, that's some good stuff. So we're doing okay. I forgot, clean ass forgot when I started the fast. Clean ass forgot it today. And it reminded me of that this is Wednesday. I worked with my boss yesterday, and I was telling him about the meal I ate the day before, which was the Hardee's meal that I ate on Monday. And it was pretty good. They had got a 10-pack of chicken tenders for $10, and they got 2 chili dogs for $5. And as much as I would like to say it was very good, it was not near as good as it was the last time I had it. Now the hot dog is just basic, almost like a 7-Eleven hot dog. But the chicken tenders I got about, I guess, 8 months ago, they were hand-breaded chicken tenders. Oh man, they were really good. They were as good as Cane's. These actually tasted like they were pre-made, like they weren't actually made at the Hardee's. So I don't know, but anyway, it filled a spot. I got home and I was kind of disgusted with myself about eating that, and it not, because I was going to go to Cane's, and I'd have been happy. If I'd gone to Cane's, I'd have been happy. Of course, I'd have spent another $4, but then I'd been happy, Or actually, I probably would have spent about two more dollars. So anyway, but I didn't do that. Anyway, the fast is moving on. It's extraordinarily hot here in Virginia, and it's very dangerous. Don't let anybody ever tell you that this kind of heat's not dangerous. It kills people every time it shows up. We're going to take care and be careful tomorrow. We're going to get our job done and make our boss proud and our customer proud. And I'm going to try to stay on the fast because I believe in this. I believe what it does for your brain is almost like taking drugs. I'm just amazed. It actually, if you're having brain fog, you're just in a funk or something, and you're just trying to get your concentration better, when you stop eating and you keep drinking, drink your water. And this is a lot of caffeine here, but anyway, this is all natural stuff. but it definitely does help your concentration, and it helps your eyes too. I'd like it to help my eyes a lot more, but anyway. So we're in the first day, we're in the second day of the fast, and we're at where are we at? 6:44. So we're 2 hours away from the third day of the fast, and the toughest day of the fast. But I'm gonna have faith in God, and we wrestled that damn cart on that truck today. My boss, he is stronger than I am. I gotta tell you, he's something. He smokes like a stovepipe. He eats one meal a day. He's actually a faster. He eats one meal a day at night. But he didn't do it because he was fasting. He did it because his dad did it. His dad, they grew up in a family where they were poor. But they didn't stay poor. They worked their butts off. And their dad worked his butt off. His mom worked her butt off. And all those kids in that family worked their butts off. And that's why he started living that one meal at night. He eats his meal at night. But the rest of the day, he drinks coffee and he smokes cigarettes. He's just salt of the earth guy. But he helped me push that cart in there in that truck. And it's kind of weird how we got to push the cart in the truck, because the truck sits down from the loading dock, because it's a box truck. It's just like built off of a Ford pickup body kind of thing, you know, or a Ford van looking kind of thing. Anyway, we got that in there, and I got it tied down. I got it tied down with 2 straps. So tomorrow we'll see. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I make a video, I have to yawn. But anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful week. It's going to be hot as hell. By the way, happy 250th birthday to America. And to everybody who makes America great. Everybody. I mean, from our armed forces to all of our American citizens, to all our everybody. The truckers that drive our products down the road, the people that enforce the law and catch hell for it all the time. And but all y'all, happy 250th birthday to America. You make it great. You know? And every person in every nation around this world, don't you ever think they're not proud of their nation too? You know? I mean, I work with an Iranian guy that's one of the hardest working human beings I ever saw. One of the most honorable human beings I ever saw. He was over here working. And he was a chain smoker too. But what a tough SOB. He was a tough guy and just absolutely wonderful to work with. So, as we celebrate America's greatness, remember that each citizen of each nation sees the beauty in their nation too. So, anyway, if you need God's help, and I need God's help, please be with me tomorrow, Lord. All you gotta do is just put your hand on the shoulder and say, Lord, I'm going through some stuff, and I need your help to get me through it. And He'll help you. He's there to help you. He didn't put you down here just to suffer. You know, there are going to be good days. There might not be a lot of them, but there are going to be some good days. And what you do is you grab that good day and you put that away and you hold on to it tight. You know, it's like I tell people about when I was working. All those years I worked, the one thing I really appreciated, and it was usually an Asian family. It was usually an Asian mom and dad who were Americans who were working here, who opened a little food stand, you know, a little restaurant, and they had a breakfast special. You know, it'd be like 2 or 3 eggs, 4 strips of bacon, be some home fries, be some toast, and you can get a coffee and it'd be under $10. And that food tastes like home cooking, man. And I would take the taste of that meal with me through the whole day. Because when the day shit on me, because I knew it was coming. I knew Satan could not let me enjoy that meal. Satan could not let me have a good day. I knew I was going to be rubbing elbows with him. When I rubbed elbows with him, every time I thought about that, I said, I thought about that meal. For about 20 minutes today, I had a pretty damn good day. And those wonderful Americans who cooked that meal for me, they gave it to me. So, anyway, we're going through the fast, and we're doing the best we can. I hope y'all are doing fine. We're doing okay here. But wow, sure is hot. Anyway, God bless you folks, and I hope you have a wonderful and safe rest of the week, and into the 4th of July I will be making more videos, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless you folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace. By the way, I got a knucklehead here that I fed like 3 times today, and she's a trip. She's an absolute trip. Anyway, y'all have a good day. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.